18 months ago, Norwalk won a grant from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to redevelop Washington Village. That redevelopment includes Ryan Park.
This is a city asset. It's a pretty valuable one.
The Norwalk Housing Authority wants to submit a draft plan of the redevelopment to HUD by the end of the year. But for some, the planning is the problem.
I want to make sure that if that happens, we're not misleading HUD in our application by checking off a box saying there was a community meeting, but yet there was no meaningful effort to get members of the community there.
The design options that we've seen already appear to be designed to really exclude the rest of the area.
Chris Potts is part of the Friends of Ryan Park, a local group that fights for the park's preservation. On December 6th, Potts was among 24 residents who attended a Ryan Park workshop, where 2 concept plans for tweaks and additions to the park were unveiled.
I would hate for them to have said, oh, the community said, you know what, let's go with option 2. That was so great, we want to put it in.
Ganga Dulip has done so much to beautify this park. None of those plans, which were approved by the Common Council, were taken into account in any way.
Mind you, these are just conceptual plans.
Potts and others argue the public has not had enough say on the park.
Meet with the public. Give us a list of your meetings with the public so we know you met with the stakeholders.
Several concepts that came before the group, which included amenities that were talked about over the last 18 months of meetings that the Housing Authority had and their consultants regarding what people in the neighborhood would like to see.
Friends of Ryan Park leader Ganga Dulip has drawn up 3 plans for the park herself. Potts says he wants her input to be considered, but Mokay says her plans are impractical.
What she drew up were different proposals that dealt with scopes beyond the park.
Mokay also says getting public opinion hasn't been easy.
Try to get the rest of the community if they want to come, but it's going to be very hard. It doesn't impact them, you know, unless that there's something going to be there that's going to attract people from all over the city.
Next up is a Recreation and Parks meeting December 19th, where the rough draft to HUD will be discussed.
At this point, you know, there's no action needed to be taken. It's a conceptual plan.
If it goes through and it's not what the residents like, it's not going to be an easy process.
Mike Peel, It'sRelevant.com.